So, what is self-compassion? A nice simple definition of self-compassion is treating yourself with the same kindness and concern that you would give to a good friend in need. When you're in a tough situation or you've fallen short of your own expectations, it's responding from a place of kindness instead of harsh criticism. It's like emotional first aid when you're having a hard time. To understand self-compassion, it's helpful to know that the Latin roots of the word compassion mean to suffer with. When you have compassion for someone, you suffer with them. You're there for them. You do your best to help them get through the challenge they're facing. So with self-compassion, it just means you're there for yourself. You can count on being a friend to yourself instead of acting like an enemy, which sadly is what happens sometimes. In fact, let's imagine two friends named Taylor and Alex. And Taylor tells Alex that her boyfriend just broke up with her. Taylor is hurting. What does she need? What if Alex said to her, "Wow, you're such a loser. You were only with him for 2 weeks. He probably started realizing what a mess you are. You should go binge watch Netflix by yourself." Ouch, that would be pretty harsh, right? The problem is that our own minds will often throw out those same kinds of harsh criticisms of ourselves. And if we're not aware of what's going on, it's easy to start believing those unhelpful thoughts. And that can lead to a downward spiral of self-doubt. That's discouraging for sure, but it can also be paralyzing, keeping us from doing the good things that we want to do in life. But think of what Alex would say if she were a good friend to Taylor. She'd sit with her, she'd offer support, encouragement. She'd say things like, "Girl, this sucks, but I'm here for you. This doesn't change how amazing you are. Hey, let's go dancing with friends." That's just what self-compassion can do for you. Self-compassion means developing a healthy awareness of our thoughts and emotions and being willing to give yourself what you really need to move through a challenge. And that starts with just some basic kindness when you need it most. And here's the core of self-compassion that I really want you to understand. Kindness and acceptance isn't something you have to earn for yourself. You are already completely deserving of love and acceptance because of your incalculable worth as a human being. Now, do you notice any resistance in your mind to that idea? If so, we're going to work with that. Or maybe you do believe in your inherent worth, but in the heat of a challenging moment, you're still really hard on yourself. We're going to work with that too. Think of the power that will come into your life when you can be just as good at being kind to yourself as you are to others you love. The poet Rumi wrote, "Our task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." Learning the skill of self-compassion helps you break down the barriers to love, both for yourself and others. And doing this increases your power to thrive. Are you ready to learn how to do this? We're going to practice together, and I promise if you do, this will get easier. Peace.